This is Joe and Kyle, and here are our interview for StoryCorps. Do you have any favorite stories from your childhood?
Favorite stories? My sister would probably kill me if I told this, but one of my favorite stories to tell is me and my sister were climbing up in a tree. My mom comes out to the porch and yells that it's time for supper. Well, I go down the tree and I took my sister's shoes with me and I left her stuck up in the tree. I go inside and sat down to eat, and my parents ask me, "Where's your sister at?" And I go, "I don't know." They go outside and find her in the tree, and they go, "Why are you stuck up there, and where are your shoes?" And they said that I ran off with her shoes and left her stuck up in the tree. So I got in trouble for running off with her shoes and leaving her stuck up a tree.
What lessons has your work life taught you?
What lessons my work life has taught me is to be sure to always listen to your superior and to really do what you can to learn from the boss. You know, and whenever the boss tells you to do something, then you do it, and don't ask why. But, you know, if you ever have any questions as to how to do something, don't hesitate to ask. You know, I once had a boss tell me that there are no stupid questions. If you don't know the answer to something, there's going to be someone out there that'll help you find the answer to your question.
Have you ever experienced any miracles?
I would say yes, I have really experienced some miracles, especially myself. Back several years ago, back in July 21st of 2011, I actually got hit by a car and completely broke my leg through and through, severed the nerves, everything. And they put 2 titanium rods in my leg. And 24 hours after the operation, I had my lungs collapsed and they had to put me in an induced coma and paralyze me. During that a month and a half time period, my lungs had collapsed over 5 times and I had coded 3 times, which meant that my heart had either stopped or come dangerously close to stopping. And whenever I finally woke up from the induced coma and the paralysis, one of the things that the doctors told me is, 1, they couldn't believe that I was still alive because it wasn't possible. 2, I probably wouldn't be able to walk, and they thought that I was going to be a vegetable, and I wasn't. I mean, I was talking and, you know, I was understanding everything that was going on. And whenever they told me that I wasn't probably going to be able to walk, I couldn't believe it. And then and there I told myself I'm going to be able to walk again, because, you know, it's one of those things that I did not want to give up. And by the time everything was said and done, you know, to this day, I'm walking, I'm able to run, jump, and you know, I still have pain here and there and have to go through some difficulties of all that came along with it, but you know, it's 100% a miracle that I'm still here today, and it's a miracle that I'm able to walk, I'm able to talk, and, you know, and the fact that I'm not a vegetable.
If you were to give advice to me or my children, or even children to come in your family, what would it be?
I would say to always be positive. What's been said several times in the past, when the going gets tough, the tough get going.